Hi, Chuck.
Hello, Chuck.
Hello, Addams Family. How are you?
Hi, Chuck. Chuck, how are you doing?
Pretty good. You know, I want to know what you think made the Addams Family so special, because when I think of the fond memories of watching it with my family, and you bring it up to anybody, and it puts a smile on their face.
I think the show works because it was a little jolt for everybody to remind them how exciting life was. How exciting the ordinary or the strange thing. Wow, a spider. Isn't that exciting? And also we showed real affection. Gomez and Morticia could really have had children, as opposed to the characters in the other TV shows at the time who would have had to actually, the stork really brought their kids. You know?
Now, John, I want to bring up something you mentioned earlier. Were Gomez and Morticia, were they the most romantic couple on TV? Because I never saw anybody act like they did on TV.
Well, at that time, no one actually touched the other person in a marriage. It was illegal, and we used to joke. I would do little promos saying, "Hey, I'm Gomez Addams. My wife Morticia and I are the best adjusted couple on television." And actually, that was true. Psychiatrists wrote articles about the show saying it was the healthiest show on the air.
Now, the set looked like it was one of the coolest sets. I mean, you had like two-headed turtles. Oh, yeah. Was there anything on the set that maybe we didn't see, or because there was so much stuff there?
Well, you didn't get to see Felix. He was covered with hair. And he was on the set.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Mostly what you didn't get to see was this stuff moving in and out between scenes. It was quite remarkable the way it was all handled and put together.
Yeah, the people who handled some of the effects and moved in, as you say, Kenny was talking about moving stuff in and out. Yeah. Kenny's a grip now.
That's what I do for a living.
That's what he specializes in and believes in. So, and I do too. In fact, I'm getting myself into something I can't get out of right now. And, that's just for Portland, okay?
Now, Felix, you can settle a long-running bet. Was the costume actually human hair, or what was the deal with that?
That was both, actually. Felix can tell you.
Oh yeah, they started out with a real human hair. It was very heavy and very hot.
I mean, then how long were you in that actual costume for the day? Because obviously you couldn't be in it all day, you'd pass out.
You see, he had a bad agent. He had a lousy agent at the time, and he had to stay in it all week.
No, actually I stayed in there maybe 20 minutes, half an hour at a time. Oh, it wasn't that bad.
I guess that's not too bad. Now, John, do you actually own a train set?
Actually, I own several, but that's because I had a whole bunch of kids. 5 to be exact, and I never had the kind that I could destroy as I did on the show, which was why I wept when the show was over, because I would have no more trains to destroy. As Alexander had no more countries to conquer, I had no more train sets to destroy, and so.
Now, you have to all agree that the theme song is probably one of the catchiest. I mean, when you hear it, you just have to snap. But when, before today, was the last time you guys heard the theme song?
About 3 minutes ago.
Before today, people have it on their cell phones as their ringtone. Baseball games, hockey games. I mean, I've never been able to escape the theme song my whole life.
When was the last time that all 4 of you were together in the room at the same time?
Many years ago.
It's been about 4 years ago, isn't it?
No, I wasn't there.
Were you not? You weren't in New York when we were.
No, when we were there, Felix wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there for some reason.
I wasn't there. I don't know why.
All 4 of us.
Because I didn't have a wig on it. Oh well.
Yeah, but I guess the last time 4 of us were together was quite a while back.
Quite a while back.
Yeah.
40 years ago.
So this is a special time.
40?
Now, John, is it actually true that they didn't want you to play Gomez at first?
Well, I'd been in a movie for Filmways, and they wanted to do some projects with me. And when they proposed this series, I was to be the butler. I was to play. Well, Lurch wasn't named at that point, but I was to play that character, and it didn't make any sense to me. And I got a call from David Levy. He said, "Say, I'm the creator of the show, and I didn't say much at the meeting, but can we meet for cocktails?" And I said, "Absolutely." You know, I was always ready for that. And so we had a nice little meeting, and he said, "This isn't really what was described. I see this show as Father Knows Best with different people. And I want you to play the father. And so that began a series of conversations that David and I had over many months, sort of working out what we were going to do on the show. And that's how it began.
Who was the most famous person who's come up to you that was a fan of the show?
Well, I know Salvador Dali was someone who gratuitously mentioned it on The Tonight Show, as did Alice Cooper. I'm trying to think. There are quite a few. Ringo Starr, I remember when I did a film with him, the first thing he did was kiss me up the arm. And it was nice, too. No, there are lots of famous people have brought it up or approached me, and then lots of famous people have failed to do that too. So
they're all out there watching now. They'll know when they see you.
Yeah,
I think it's just beloved by everybody.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Now, if you could all, as we leave here, fill a childhood fantasy with me. If all of us, including myself, on the count of 3, could snap twice, I could then die.
That'll cost you $1.
I'll do it. I'll send you the $1 on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, all of you.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.